the tarmac is back, I'm gonna be definitely faster, but a good dog. Nice dog. Real dog. And horses and cows. Look at this. Well, if the conditions are like this, I'm totally doing the Strada dell'Assietta to get to Sestriere. Because it would be a shame not to.
Hey, so I find myself in Pian dell'Alpe right now. It was quite a good downhill on pavement from that mountaintop, close to that. And now, after just a kilometer or two on pavement, I'm gonna go to Strada dell'Assietta, like I was mentioning before, instead of continuing the normal regular paved road. And supposed to be coming at Sestriere mountaintop after this. And I hope it's not too bad after the other one. If it's like that, I think it's gonna be fine.
Jesus, I fucking hate the uppercut side stand. It's so painful when you have the full loaded heavy bike on the side stand and you needed to jump up, and since the terrain is uneven because you're on a slope, the bike is leaning on the left way much more than it should, and you're having a hard time just jumping up on the bike and putting the bike vertical, and then you cannot even switch on the engine because the kickstand is still deployed. So you need to find, I needed to find a freaking rock to put under the side stand so the bike would stand more vertically, and then I was able to actually sit on the bike. I mean, this bike is great, but it has these flaws that are just a bummer. I don't understand from a designer point of view what the heck they were thinking. I don't even know if in newer models they fixed it. Maybe in even the 2020 models that is even like almost what 18,000 euro expensive for the standard version, and maybe up to 20,000 for the Adventure Sport model, and to have these flaws, I really don't understand. But anyway, I'm on the Strada dell'Assietta now and heading for the Sestriere. Look at this place. Try to do some pan views with my helmet while trying at the same time to keep my eyes fixed on the trail. Not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're standing off-road. It's relatively straight and smooth. I'm seeing here, as I go higher in altitude, that the trail becomes less packed road, less packed dirt, more larger rocks, flat and sharp, so it becomes bumpy, and every now and then there's maybe a bit of jump, which makes things more interesting. Also something else to be way like this or considerate about. I think I made the right decision in increasing the preload on the rear shock. The bike's handling definitely better. I want to spot the donkey. A lot of respect, but not my thing! Jump, jump! I think that all considering, even several hours of pouring rain last night, it has dried up very fast and very nice. So at least here it's not slippery. I'm really glad for this. Easy, easy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, was recording. I find it better to just give way standing still rather than the car standing still and wait for me to pass at a very, very low speed, jiggling my way through the moving rocks, because the lowest I go, the more unstable I am. And it's becoming kind of challenging this way. It's really rocky and steep. Jesus. Ooh. I'm sweating profusely. Jumping. It's 1:30 p.m. and as long as even if I'm trying to keep hydrated with a water bladder, I clearly need the energy and sustenance at this rate, and I need rest for my feet. Like I need to change the pressure point on my feet. This may be where enduro boots or adventure boots would come handy, or maybe even only proper larger pegs, but that's a purchase for the future, I guess. I took some very rough bumps on the road going at 50 or 60 kilometers per hour. I bottom up the suspension in the front, I bottom up the rear. The Africa Twin is taking a beating. I want to go there up top to have lunch. Another Africa Twin.
Had a lunch break, proper one this time, and now I am here on top of the Sestriere, and I'm gonna shortly leave this place for the last remainder of this dell'Assietta track, and then going down towards France.
I resume my trip, and now I'm going downhill. Well, now I'm on the pavement and the GPS is back on track. Like, do I even remember how to ride on pavement? It feels since forever. Slow. I am looking for a camping spot for the night. Hopefully, I'm started looking at, it's only 5 p.m. Since I'm trying to look for a wild camping spot once again, and I want to take my time to make sure that the tent is ready and I can set up a fire. I bought some fire starters because I don't want to waste all of my remaining matches, even though they might not be entirely necessary, because unless it's a really messy area with a lot of damp from last night, today has been hot enough that probably all the wood is dry, or at least dry enough that I can lit a fire. But anyway, I'll try to look for this camping spot close to the lake and see if I maybe even can take a bath at the lake. that would be good. See you later. Like, the more time it passes, I am building this relationship of love and hate with this sat-nav system, the Zumo 396. But the more time it passes, it's becoming more towards the hate department rather than the love, because it's really disappointing. It's just as stupid as possible. This software is so dumb and it's so unreliable, and it forces you to do things like the same thing 3 or 4 times because the software doesn't respond. The app from the phone doesn't interact well with the sat nav. It's just so obnoxious. I can't stand it. I just want to get to the white camping spot if I am able to find it, and hopefully that should be good enough for what I'm looking for, what I need.
Hey guys, so I managed to find a spot for the night. At least nobody came to send me away yet. It's a wild camping location, so I'm trying to keep under the radar, and I find this beautiful spot. You see how beautiful is the view directly towards the lake. I have a whole bunch of dry wood ready to be burned. Actually, I already started the fire, as you see, and now I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I got some steak here and zucchini, and I tried to grill this whole stuff. The only thing is that this grill is not specific for camping, so I needed to keep it elevated with some rocks, or I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to keep it elevated from the embers when they're ready to cook. So I'll see you later. Okay guys, we're looking good. I started to grill my meat and I also prepared my zucchini as a side. I'm also grilling some bread so I can have like a full meal, and I'm gonna have a coffee afterwards. So I need to take care of the meat because otherwise it would burn, and I would rather not eat burn meat. So check it out later. I spent the rest of the night admiring the sun setting over the lake. I hope you enjoyed riding with me on the Assietta and camping in the wild. Coming up next, the former military road known as Alta Via del Sale. Make sure you subscribe to not miss the next video.